Have you ever noticed how fragile the body feels in the very first minutes after waking? You open your eyes, still heavy with sleep, and yet your brain is already facing its most dangerous moment. Research shows that strokes are far more likely to strike within the first half hour of the morning. It is not just age or luck, it is about what you do or fail to do right after you rise. Many seniors over 65 tell me I often feel dizzy when I get up, or sometimes I rush for my coffee and forget my blood pressure pill. I know how that feels, and I want you to realize this quiet window can decide whether your day begins with strength or with a hidden stroke risk. The good news is your future is not fixed. By making just a few tiny changes to your morning routine, you can protect your circulation, lower your blood pressure, and even cut your chance of a heart attack or stroke in half. Simple things like a glass of water, a slow breath, or a gentle walk can shield your brain more than any expensive treatment. That is why I want you to stay with me until the very last second of this video, because by the end you will know 8 powerful habits that seniors like us can start tomorrow morning. Tell me in the comments if you already practice any of these, and do not forget to like and subscribe. Your story might save someone else's life. Have you ever stood up in the morning and felt just a little dizzy, almost like the room shifted for a second? Many seniors tell me it happens every day, but I thought it was just age. The truth is, while you sleep, your body slowly loses water through breathing and sweating. By sunrise, your blood is thicker, heavier, and harder to circulate. Thick blood is like traffic on a crowded highway. It slows down, and that delay can trigger a stroke. This is why so many people over 65 feel foggy when they rise. It is not weakness, it is dehydration. And the fix may be the simplest habit of all. Studies show that drinking just 8 to 12 ounces of plain water right after waking begins to thin your blood and improve circulation within minutes. It is like giving your arteries a fresh stream to flow again. For seniors managing high blood pressure, this small act helps lower morning strain on the heart and even supports your medications. Without water, pills can sit in your stomach and absorb poorly, leaving you unprotected when you need them most. With water, your medicine works as intended. Think of it as flipping on a safety switch before your day begins. Better still, this single habit carries no side effects, only benefits for your brain, your kidneys, and your independence. So here's what you can do tomorrow. Keep a glass or bottle right by your bed. Before your feet touch the floor, sip slowly and let your body wake up with hydration. If you enjoy a little squeeze of lemon, that is fine, but plain water is enough to protect your circulation. And if you have ever felt dizzy, this habit may be the missing piece. I want you to tell me in the comments, do you already drink water first thing, or will you try starting tomorrow? Remember, small steps matter. 1 glass of water in the morning may be the shield that keeps you safe from a silent stroke or sudden heart attack. When you wake up, what is the very first thing your mind does? For many seniors, thoughts begin racing before their feet even touch the floor. Doctor visits, family worries, bills, medication schedules. That rush of stress is invisible, but it quietly pushes your blood pressure higher. Your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which acts like turning the volume up on your arteries. They tighten, pressure rises, and your brain faces unnecessary strain in its most vulnerable moment. Have you ever felt your chest tighten or your head feel heavy right after waking? That is not simply getting older. It is your body begging for a pause, and one very gentle fix can change the entire morning. Clinical studies confirm that just a few minutes of slow, steady breathing can lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in older adults. Imagine it like loosening a tight knot in your chest and letting fresh air flood your brain. You do not need apps, yoga mats, or training. Just sit comfortably, close your eyes. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Hold for 4, then exhale for 4. Repeat this cycle for 5 minutes. That is all. These breaths calm your nervous system, open blood vessels, and gently guide your heart back to a safer rhythm. Many seniors report clearer focus, lighter moods, and even better sleep at night when they make this part of their morning routine. So tomorrow morning before coffee, before rushing to the kitchen, just try 5 minutes of stillness. Think of it as medicine that costs nothing but pays in years of independence. If you already practice deep breathing or prayer in the morning, I want you to share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else to protect their brain. And if this feels new, I promise you it is easier than you think. You may feel calmer, clearer, and safer within the first week. Do not underestimate this habit. It may be the shield that keeps you from a silent stroke or a sudden heart attack when you least expect it. Have you ever thought your breakfast was safe? A piece of toast with cheese? A bowl of cereal? Maybe a quick can of soup? Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I don't eat fast food. I thought my breakfast was healthy." The hidden danger is salt. After a long night of sleep, your blood vessels are already tighter and your hydration is lower. When you add a salty breakfast, it is like pouring fuel on a small fire. Your blood pressure rises sharply. This silent spike in the morning is when the brain is most fragile, and for those with hypertension, it can quietly double the risk of a sudden stroke or even a heart attack. Clinical studies, including the famous DASH sodium trial, prove that cutting sodium lowers blood pressure within weeks. Seniors who reduced salt saw their systolic pressure drop by several points, enough to prevent dangerous morning surges. It is not just about avoiding chips or bacon. Even bread, cereal, and healthy breakfast bars can carry hidden sodium. Labels can be deceiving with words like light or healthy, masking over 300 to 400 milligrams of salt in one small serving. Imagine eating 2 or 3 items like that before 9 a.m. You have already exceeded what your arteries can handle. The truth is, salt at sunrise is more harmful than salt at lunch. But the fix is surprisingly simple, affordable, and delicious. Tomorrow morning, try oatmeal topped with fruit, a boiled egg with vegetables, or a smoothie with banana and spinach. Flavor it with cinnamon, ginger, or turmeric instead of salt. These swaps not only taste good, they support healthy circulation and lower inflammation. Have you tried reducing sodium in your breakfast before? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might inspire another senior to make the change. And if you have never checked the sodium on your cereal box, do it tomorrow. Better safe than sorry. Remember, one salty breakfast can quietly raise your risk, but one mindful swap can protect your brain from a silent stroke and give you a stronger, safer start. Have you ever noticed how stiff and heavy your body feels after lying still all night? For many seniors, the first hour of the day is spent sitting again at the table, in the chair, sometimes even back on the couch. The truth is, your circulation stays sluggish when your body does not move, and that quiet slowdown is dangerous for the brain. This is why so many strokes strike in the morning. Imagine your arteries as narrow roads after a storm. The blood flow is weak, the oxygen is low, and your brain is left waiting. But the solution does not require running marathons. It is as simple as taking a gentle 10-minute walk. Large studies show that seniors who walk daily lower their risk of both ischemic and hemorrhagic stroke. In fact, research reveals that a steady walking pace can reduce stroke risk by up to 44%. That is almost half, without medication, without cost. And here is the best part. You do not need to power walk. A slow stroll through your hallway, a few steps on your porch, or a calm lap around the garden is enough to wake up your circulation and deliver oxygen to your brain. Walking also helps balance memory and mood. 3 things every senior tells me they want to protect. Just a little movement can do what hours of sitting can never give. So tomorrow morning before breakfast, give yourself 10 to 15 minutes of light walking. If you can go outside, let the sunlight hit your face. It will reset your body clock and improve your sleep. If you prefer staying indoors, walking in place or down the hallway works just fine. Do you already walk in the morning, or will you try starting tomorrow? Share your answer in the comments. Remember, each step is more than exercise. It is a shield against a silent heart attack or a sudden stroke. And sometimes the smallest steps taken consistently are the ones that protect your independence the longest. Have you ever woken up with your neck feeling stiff Or your shoulders so tight it almost hurts to turn your head? Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I thought this was just part of aging." But here's the hidden danger. Stiffness in the neck and shoulders can compress the very arteries that carry blood to your brain. When that flow slows down, you may feel dizzy, lightheaded, or foggy. Sometimes people ignore these signals, thinking it is only muscles. In truth, this silent tension can increase the risk of a lesser-known type of stroke called vertebrovascular insufficiency. It creeps in quietly without warning. The good news is just 3 minutes of gentle stretching can open those vessels again. Research on manual therapy and simple mobility routines shows improvement in blood flow balance and even dizziness relief for older adults. Think of it like removing a kink in a garden hose. Once released, water flows freely again. You do not need fancy equipment or long exercises. Begin by slowly rolling your head clockwise, then counterclockwise. Next, shrug your shoulders up and down, then roll them forward and backward. Keep the movement slow and smooth, never force or jerk. These tiny actions loosen tight muscles, ease pressure on arteries, and improve circulation to the brain. Many seniors say they feel clearer, steadier, and more awake after just 1 week of morning stretches. So tomorrow morning, before rushing to the kitchen or reaching for your phone, pause and give your neck and shoulders 3 minutes of care. It may be the most overlooked habit that protects your brain. Pair this with your breathing exercise from earlier, and you have a powerful combination. Calm nerves and open vessels. Do you already stretch when you wake up, or will you try adding this tomorrow? Let me know in the comments your story could help someone else realize this missing piece. Remember, the goal is not perfection, it is protection. Gentle stretching is not just about comfort. It may be the habit that shields you from a sudden heart attack or silent stroke. Have you ever been told that high blood pressure is a silent killer? The reason is simple. You cannot feel it creeping up. There is no pain, no warning, until it suddenly triggers a stroke or heart attack. And mornings are the most dangerous time. Blood pressure naturally surges in the first hour after waking, exactly when many seniors are least prepared. Some of my patients admit, "Doctor, I only check my pressure when I visit the clinic." That is like driving a car without ever looking at the dashboard. You would never know if the engine was overheating. The same is true for your arteries. A simple 1-minute check each morning could literally save your life. Research shows that seniors who self-monitor at home lower their average systolic pressure by several points, enough to prevent thousands of strokes worldwide. The most reliable method is an upper arm cuff, not the wrist devices that often give false readings. The best time is within an hour of waking, before coffee or breakfast, when your numbers peak. Write them down in a notebook or log them on a phone app. Over time, you will see patterns. If the numbers are consistently high, you can alert your doctor early before damage is done. It is not about chasing perfection, it is about prevention. Think of it as shining a light into a dark room. What you see could change everything. So tomorrow morning, before you pour your coffee, take 1 minute to check your blood pressure. If you already do this, share your routine in the comments. How do you track your numbers? Your answer might inspire another senior who is struggling. And if you have never tried, start tomorrow. Remember, you would not ignore a smoke alarm in your home. Why ignore the silent alarm in your arteries? This tiny habit takes less than a minute, but it may be the difference between a normal morning and a sudden stroke that steals your independence. Protect yourself. Write it down. And tell someone you love, because sometimes your habit can be the reason they build theirs. Have you ever wondered why some mornings your blood pressure feels harder to control, even when you've done everything right? One hidden reason is mineral balance. After sleep, your blood vessels are more sensitive. If your body is low in magnesium or potassium, your arteries stay tense, like a clenched fist refusing to let go. This silent tension can quietly raise your risk of stroke or heart attack before the day even begins. Seniors often tell me, "Doctor, I don't know what to eat for healthy blood pressure." The truth is, it doesn't require exotic supplements. The answer is on your plate in simple everyday foods you can add to breakfast tomorrow morning. Studies show that higher potassium intake lowers stroke risk by nearly 24%. while magnesium helps blood vessels relax and improves circulation. Think of potassium as your body's natural sodium balancer, gently sweeping out excess salt. Magnesium is the quiet protector, allowing arteries to open and carry oxygen more freely to your brain. Together, they form a shield for your heart and memory. The best part: you don't need expensive pills. A banana, a handful of spinach yogurt with pumpkin seeds, or a slice of avocado on whole grain toast will do more for your arteries than most supplements ever could. These foods are not just breakfast items, they are natural remedies hiding in plain sight. So tomorrow, before reaching for packaged waffles or salty cereal, give your body a mineral boost. Blend a smoothie with banana and spinach, add walnuts or chia seeds to oatmeal, or sprinkle almonds on yogurt. These small swaps nourish your brain and lower your morning blood pressure naturally. Have you tried adding magnesium or potassium-rich foods to your breakfast? Share your favorite recipe in the comments. You may inspire another senior to change their routine. Remember, every bite is either helping or hurting. One mindful choice at breakfast could be the difference between a clear, steady morning and a dangerous spike that puts your independence at risk. Protect your brain with food starting tomorrow. Have you ever realized halfway through the day that you forgot your morning pill? Many seniors tell me, "Doctor, I felt fine, so I didn't think it mattered." But here is the truth. Missing or delaying your blood pressure medication, even for a few hours, can allow your pressure to surge in the morning, the very time when most strokes occur. Think of your medicine as a shield you must put on before stepping into battle. Without it, your arteries are left unprotected. That one forgotten pill might not seem important, but over time it raises the risk of a silent heart attack or disabling stroke. This is one habit you cannot afford to skip. Research shows that seniors who take their medications consistently reduce their risk of fatal stroke by nearly 50%. That is the power of adherence. Yet forgetting is easy, especially when mornings are rushed. The key is to build a system that makes remembering automatic. Use a pill organizer with compartments for each day, set a simple phone alarm, or place your medicine next to your glass of water on the nightstand. Do not adjust or stop medication on your own, even if you feel better. That better feeling often comes only because the medicine is working. Think of it as brushing your teeth. You do it every morning not because you feel cavities, but to prevent them from forming. So tomorrow, before breakfast, before coffee, take your medicine with water. Make it the first step of your morning routine, not an afterthought. If you already have a reminder system, share it in the comments. Your idea might help another senior stay safe. And if you have struggled with forgetting, do not feel guilty. Start fresh tomorrow. One small act of consistency each morning may be the difference between staying independent or facing a stroke that steals your freedom. Remember, protection only works when it is in place. Do not wait until danger strikes. Take your medicine on time every time your brain, your heart, and your family are counting on it. Let's come back to where we started. Do you remember how I told you the most dangerous time for your brain is the first 30 minutes after waking? Now you know why. You have seen how dehydration thickens blood, how stress hormones raise your blood pressure, how hidden sodium sneaks into breakfast, how stiffness, forgetfulness, or even a missed pill can quietly push you toward a stroke. But you have also seen the solution. 8 small, powerful habits. None of them are complicated. None of them are expensive. And yet together they can cut your risk in half. This morning window is not a curse. It is a chance if you know how to use it. I want you to think about this. No one is too old to change. I have patients in their 70s and 80s who began adding water-breathing exercises or a short walk. And within weeks, they felt clearer, steadier, safer. One woman told me, "I thought dizziness was just my age." But after drinking water every morning, it disappeared. Change does not require youth. It requires choice. And today, you have a choice. Will you let mornings remain the riskiest part of your day, or will you take back those minutes and make them your strongest shield? The decision you make tomorrow morning may decide whether your independence lasts years longer. So here's my challenge for you. Tomorrow, choose at least one of these habits and make it part of your morning. Keep a glass of water by your bed. Set your phone for a 2-minute breathing break. Check the sodium on your breakfast cereal. Put your pillbox on the table where you cannot miss it. Small steps, but life-saving ones. I want to hear from you. Which habit will you start tomorrow? Tell me in the comments below. Your story may give courage to someone else watching. And don't forget, by liking and subscribing, you are not just protecting yourself, you are helping this message reach more seniors who desperately need it. I want to leave you with hope. A stroke or heart attack does not have to be your future. Every glass of water, every stretch, every mindful bite of breakfast is an act of protection. It is like adding bricks to a wall that guards your brain. Stronger each day, safer each morning. You deserve to feel steady, clear, and independent. So do not wait for fear to knock on your door. Act before it does. If this video has helped you share it with your family and friends, you may be saving their life too. And stay tuned for our next video, because your health journey does not stop here. You've got this, and I'll be with you every step.